Por eso nosotros en algún momento pensamos financiarnos a través de una DAO, como para levantar capital.
Claro, es una forma de levantar capital y que cada uno tenga un porcentaje de la empresa y tome decisiones.
Claro, sí.
Thank you, Thomas. So let's go to slide 1. But somebody said sorry, Thomas. Okay, let's go to the very first slide. Okay, perfect. So there's a good place. Maybe you sit there, I'll sit here. And then, okay. Right, thanks guys for coming today. So today I actually want to share about the methodology that we use in TrueSight DAO to grow our community from 0 to like more than like 1,000 in like 6 months. And the special thing about this community is that not only do we grow it, we actually got that community to engage and actually actively help define and build up the a lot of the members in this community are co-founders, like leaders, like CEOs of like tech startups and Silicon Valley, like traders, bankers in like Wall Street, as well as like high net worth, like individuals in tech spaces of Southeast Asia. So the same methodology, if you kind of like use it, you could probably like grow like the same network around your own like project, business, whatever, and actually like let it prosper. But first, let's talk about my background. That's it. No, that's not me. Yeah. So in the previous company, I was the head of growth. Means that I helped them like grow their network and their virality. When I joined them back in 2013, they had 10 million registered users. By the time I left, and shortly after we sold off the company, we had like more than 100 plus million registered. Yeah. So a lot of the stuff I was doing first on the engineering side, scaling the platform, but later on the insight side, basically like studying like the users we're targeting, figuring out what the trigger points are, anxiety, fear, greed, all those. We take that, we translate into product experience, pump up the conversion rate, and figure out how to get them to like drag more people into the platform. And that's how we went from like 10 million to like 100 million. Okay, so shortly before I left the company, I got really, really fascinated with fake news. Here's why, right? What kind of shit I was doing to our users. I realized the news was actually doing it humans. It's like, here we have this company, let's say Facebook. Everyone's using Facebook. 30% of the world is using Facebook. And then over the past few months, they've been like talking shit about their company to such an extent the share price boom, tanked by like more than 50%. And then you go into the app, you look, has anything changed? No, nothing's changed. But suddenly like the company is like close to 50% that, like my fault. So I figured maybe we should like spend a little more time like studying this and like profit from that. That's why I can't plan. And I was like, at first it's like a profit motive, but after that I realized, hey shit, if actually like do this and push it to the logical extreme, right? You can totally destabilize that entire country, like what happened in the US, right? 2 years ago. Hey, Americans actually like stormed the Capitol building, right? Like that is like real bad. So after getting like really interesting to this. I spent 4 years literally like going to companies. And that's where I met the scene. One of the companies in the middle of nowhere. And I was like trying to like see, okay, this is the news that's actually reported online. What is the actual country? Sometimes what I observe is that when I'm there, it's like you read the news like, oh, I have the war, but we're like, for example, we go to like the actual source of the problem. You see like 4 to 5 reporters like taking a photo video of like one person on the street, a demonstrator, and saying, oh, that's like fake, right? It's gonna dramatize it. But it's like shifting the market, right? Changing sentiments about the war. And that's not good. That's not healthy at all. And I was like using that to train like a model. I'm just waiting for this. Yeah. the height of the pandemic, in March 2020, I wanted to figure out that you could actually like solve the problem of fake news, not directly but indirectly. You can think of every single news portal out there as like a polling, like as a poll, right? And just giant polling machine. You take out the news headlines, you remove all the unnecessary words, and you just pick the nouns and see how many times like a word is surfaced on the landing pages of all the 400 plus like news portals you monitor on all the places. You turn it into the time series and you get that blue line over there, which is like the measure of the coronavirus. If you look, right, there's like SPY is like the S&P 500. The price change, right, across the same period. From February onwards, suddenly like see near perfect like negative correlation. So you're actually into investing. 17th of March, when like sentiment changed, was the right time to go all in into the market. So you don't really have to care whether an article is like true or not. You just have to make sure that, hey, sentiment has changed, the polling has changed, and quantified news. And that was like, so that was like you recovery.
Low.
What things? I'm not a marketer. I'm not a salesperson. Like seems like obviously like this like enterprise sales solution. Oh, sorry.
Ya. Es como que se desplaneja. No sé por qué. Es como que debe tener ese escrito más protector de pantalla. Energía. Atrás, Tomás, anda energía. Energía de batería. Ve, conectala porque se nos mueve.
Okay, all right.
No wind in your head.
You're walking in the story like
What you're saying is that maybe there's people using this to they are in the market. Actually, they are.
They are using this for
Influencing the market.
influencing the market. Tanto ruido ambiente, si se te complica un poco.
Perfect. Okay. That is the slide. So now we have like this enterprise solution that I have like no idea how to like put the market with. I know like absolutely zero skill set. And I know for myself, I hate to manage people. Yeah, like the management skill sucks. And then I was like reading like all those books over the past like few months before like that you become like realized to me. Like one of the nice thing about like social networks is that when you get a like, critical enough mass of people around a project, emergent properties like happen. And the best way to explain it is like snow. Take like 1 pound of snow, you drop it. Take a pound of snow. Take 1 pound of snow, you drop it. It's like larger pound of snow. You throw more, you throw more, you throw more, you throw more. Like it's like a bigger pound of snow. And eventually one day, big one, 5 pounds of snow. Drop it, right? And then become fucking everything. Just emergent property of like that. Once it gains enough critical mass, something strange and like totally unpredictable. So that was the social experiment I had in mind. What if we just created a biosocial network around like this solution and like let the network figure out how to do the market? And that's the thesis of like the whole social market. So with that, I went and talked to my first person. I was like, Johnson. And it's like saying, Gary, hold your horses. It's like, why? Yeah, precisely. Think about why. Why is it even relevant for people? Like, why do they even care? So I literally, like, it forced me to just like sit and do nothing for an entire month. I just figured out, focus on why should I be doing this? Why do people actually care? And I realized to myself, well, for me, it's like, why is well, if we don't like solve the problem of like fake news and like really that's the why. And once you have that in place, you don't find people. They are like every single social out there and very well defined why. They ask why they're like people like naturally gravitating to the world. So if you all have different projects, don't talk to the people about the mechanics, the features, blah blah blah. No. Talk to them about why this project is important. If you can like tell them why, people will definitely like be curious to come to resonate with them because it's not about you, it's about them. You're telling them a story about themselves. They're coming to you to self-actualize. Yeah, talking about you. Some of the more profit-oriented people are like saying, yeah, I contribute to this cause. I'm like a really good and strong guy. I deserve 90% of that. Now, a lot of teams that get set up like up front using this false premise will all fail. Here's why. Imagine you and me like start up a company tomorrow. I was like, you know what? I spent like 4 years researching on this. I deserve like 5%, you take 5%. Okay. I was like, yeah, I really love the idea. And then 6 months later, I'm like just sitting on the beach. 6 months, I'm drinking my ice and I'm paying up. I was saying that very good sales thing. I was like, keep moving, and then you, meanwhile, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I remember trying to talk to you. This is my 20th client this month. I was like, today I'm talking to you. That imbalance. It's like anytime you actually go and actually say, make an assumption about the equity split, you're actually making an assumption about the future as well as the contribution like each member brings to the future. And that causes a lot of problems down the road, and most teams fall apart at this point. So, yeah, like look at this, right? These are all the common like questions, like when you like go search the forum, everyone's like struggling with this problem. It's like doesn't seem like there's a solution. No, not true. The solution has really been proposed by this Harvard professor, business. It's like, yeah, the best way is to actually use like milestone-based testing. And what does it mean? It means that initially no one owns anything. All right, but if you contributed to the project, then your average should be able to. And the way to remunerate is that, hey, you know what? I bought this like 1 cup of ice latte and contributed to the company. It's worth 800 pesos, so I should get 800 pesos worth of tokens. Usually I do it like USD, so it's like US dollars, so I can do tokens. And the way we went about doing like all the contributions is like easy. Because you just go to my.com or like freelancer.com and say, I need a web page built, like this spec. You probably get the price back. And like if a member comes in and like does the same, then what you should actually do is like, okay, well, it's just like $500 like worth of. So 500 just go to you, and the rest, all like tell me about. I have not done anything yet. I'm still drinking ice latte on the beach. On the beach, so I go to shit, I need to get to work. You see how I do. And then it's like, yeah, the part, right? That person did some shit. I'm like still like sitting on ice latte. I got some shares provision for me, but I did not do anything yet, so it doesn't get issued. And that's like how they do this. Yeah. Once like your community members actually come work on the project, they start getting a feel of like, oh, okay, this is how I contribute, like the behavior is there. Then it makes natural sense at that point to mint your governance scope. Those are, you can like say, okay, you can use it for the utility of your project later on, that's one way, or like the scoping right, points in the project later on, or like maybe even later on project like generating cash, and you like set up a bid, you grab the governance tokens, you can sell it off. Okay. So this is how you float the governance tokens.
Those tokens have value? No.
No. You assume. All the project members assume that each token is worth $1, right? Because so if you make like $1 worth of contribution, you get $1 back, and that's like how you notarize this happening. It's just for record keeping. But having a token is nice because it starts feeling tangible. That's how it is, right? It's like all capital, but once it's like okay, periodically we do the airdrop. 5,000. Like you contributed a lot, man. Last month, 3,000 tokens, and you 10,000. You sitting down 100 tokens. So we transacted out from home. The transaction ID record. Yeah. One thing I observed for members that are receiving the tokens for the first time, it's like very exciting for them. It's no reason, so it's just like this, right? It's like, I own coins now, right? There's like this like excitement. It feels like tangible. It's like, oh, from 0 to something, right? And then it's like it gets them like excited and drives them much want to work. Yeah. Talks about the psychology that actually goes on behind it, right? Like, you're gonna trigger, someone asks you, hey, can you help them? Watch some stuff. Yeah, not expecting much. You need a contribution, and then like suddenly some random like it's like a reward. It's like kind of like you hit the jackpot, like ching. That feeling, right? And then it's like then when you get that, it's like suddenly like psychological investment. And then the natural thing, right, is that if you're very intrinsically motivated, what you will do is that you will actually like start figuring out, how can I contribute more things?
What it's gonna do?
To get more goals. And then like if depending on how you want to structure it now, you can like make the ranking obvious, which I kind of like puts away after. Then you like really right? You like increase competition. Or like you're kind of like a very lazy, like couch potato kind of person. Sometimes there's like methods that go about doing their contribution, and they like say they get stuck and we don't really have anyone like doing the design. Then they activate. If you do the design, they drag you in, and it's really, and then they like the whole thing just gets. So this is how the small one actually gets one. Now, over time, as like the volume of contribution comes into the DAO, after a while you really want to make sure the amount, like the amount you give out for the same kind of like contribution is standardized. You don't want to say, hey, last month I contributed like an ice latte, I got 10 tokens. Today I contributed an ice latte, I got 1 token, and it's like inconsistency, like causing like psychological distance. So over time, what we ended up doing is like we categorized like all the contributions, so they came up with the standard. And this is how it works. Yeah, here. Right. Okay, contribution. Before like token speak like okay, particular like category right? Okay. Member can question like, why is it like what's the categorized like that? Then everyone's like, oh, okay, now we can like really like trust the system, really like visit okay, the system is there, the structure is there, so we're going to find the rules, I do this, I know what I get. Yeah. Yeah. Over time though, like markets change. Argentina, for example, markets change, right? Yeah. 1 peso is like $1 was worth like 100 peso last year. Yeah, so like 200 peso. Yeah. And like sometimes even like maybe like the supply of like designers and programmers change. So the pricing of their contributions change. This one is having like the 3 branch like government and all, where like executive branch is like all regular people that are doing contributions. And then the legislative branch are the ones that like see, okay, you like contributed this. And we like say we are the ones that have like the editing rights. We update the ledger and say, okay, this is done, okay, this is ordered, and this is hash. Periodically, probably like too much starting the night before, hopefully fucked it up and screwed it up. It's like supposed to be 1,000 ended up with negative 100. So I remember that like Brian, like 100 like tokens being deducted from you, just like send off like an appeal. Then like the judicial branch comes and like see, is there something wrong with this specific transaction, or is it because this thing is classified, or is it because the market is already outdated? Now like $1 is worth 400 peso, so the amount in the rubric should change. So the judicial branch comes in and acts on that. So the members that get appointed in the DAO, our DAO, your project might be different, is that the top 10 most like highest contributing DAO members becomes like elected as governors every like 90 days. And we go based on like spring, winter, summer.
So your role depends on what your contribution is.
Yes. So there's no founder. People like say founder are just no, there's no founder. Even founders get axed.
The founder is simply lack of reach.
Yeah, it's like fucked up, right? And it's good for the ecosystem. You don't want to have founders in there or co-founders because that leads to special status. So if the person that started this has been chilling, I mean, let's just get more like let's just kick you out. If you want to come back, great, break your ass. And then, like, taking a step back, looking at the psychological model, right? First, I talk about the why. There's like value creation, right? You establish like why is this thing important and what kind of actions is valuable to the community. As well as all values that must not be transgressed as you go about your daily life. And for that, you have to this value creation is one. And then like usually we have members that come in and contribute. So when they contribute, they get tokens and they contribute. So they contribute again, they get more tokens. This is how you keep on. And I actually talked a little about the viral group. But like, hey, if you all contribute, then we like need someone else to come in. So someone like drag someone else in. That person that dragged the other person in, actually like get rewarded. So you feel super, right? That's good. Okay. I should like track off because I'm on friends. That's like how the service works. And then eventually once your whole thing is like built out and that product itself has value in the market. That's where like value creation comes. You can either like say you want to access like this game, you have to pay. And you take the money from the payment and just put in the liquidity back to the value of your governance tokens. Now suddenly your governance tokens have actually like the role of the and that's how you kind of literally like build a governance tokens from nothing to like something. This is one thing like 1, 2, 3, 4, like or bang, it's done. Now, me, I was kind of like being really like experimental with it, like saying, well, even like we had this one project, right? We like open it up. So we had like this crazy like induction process where like all members actually have like a discussion in the chat. And like governments will like curate the kind of themes that's going on. And periodically, when you like group examine the themes long enough, some of them actually like become like very well-formed projects, and you can take that and just like, okay, this is a project that does boom. It's like now like in the DAO we have like 600 different projects like service like that. And the way we manage projects is using like the double diamond like design thinking. Yeah, like 4 steps to it. First is discovery. Okay, so you get everybody to like chip in whatever it is like they have, and whenever they chip in, they get tokens. And then after that, once you have like all the different options that you want to play, and you get the people that are actually like subject matter, like expertise to actually like dive into each one and assess which of these options is like the most valuable option. Because like look, if you're like 10 positions, you can very quickly put across like say that 2 to 3 that I think worthless like waste of money and just accidents and take the money and put it somewhere else. So that's fine. And then after that, once you're like done with this part, you actually get a copy, you will have to discover and now utilize the right problem to solve. The right problem being something that the market wants and is at the same time problem. Yeah. Like you like bring all the key and the builders, because there are people that actually do research and just like builders that come and actually like do the building, design, R&D, and actually do the software. yeah, the UI. And then after that, it's delivered. And then they evolve, basically you just go back either it's always like infinitely so talking about this, so we have like talked about from all the way to the Y to like execution to delivery, like the whole like monetization model. One of the key things we should always keep in mind in this community is that the core value is the most important thing. Actually, the core value in any community is the most important thing. You erode that, you're not here. Right? Like people think that's it, the whole civilization is collapsed. So you need to have like a very clear idea of hierarchy of prioritization. First, you know your why you're doing something, your core values that you will not transgress as you go about your daily like decision making. And then after that, you know that is sustainability. Means, hey, all these activities should generate enough resource to sustain our community, to actually like make sure like the value of the governance tokens actually like stays the same or actually goes up. If it actually goes down, then it's only because hey, that activity is going against our value. So we're willing to sacrifice. But if it's actually not going against our value or why you like take the punishment? It's like, yeah. And then from there, you know that it's like all your tokenized like activities that you talk about. And of course, environmental resources. What we actually go about doing all this like stuff, you have to keep in mind you're running a very, very large scale. So be very cognizant to not really like scale it too much that the environment cannot support it anymore. Like it's like one of the best examples I can use is like Bismarck of Germany. Bismarck knew that he needed to expand his territory. He knew he needed this much. So he went to war with his neighbors and expanded Germany just the right size and Napoleon had no idea what he needed. He just kept on fighting, and then eventually got his ass kicked because like the territory expanded too large. His troops could not handle it, and the neighbors were all like really pissed off. So yeah, don't expand beyond like your whole purpose and your order. Like you don't have to like really like dominate. Just make sure like whatever the why you are, you actually visualize it, and voila. Next steps, which is, if you have any questions, join the chat room, or maybe we can even have like a Q&A discussion. Because I know some of you actually look at your projects, and other of you are actually like thinking of how to access like projects to make investments. It'll be like interesting as the brainstorming like just like a free discussion to like share.
What do you validate as successful contribution?
Something that we don't know that is like if we don't act on it, it's gonna be a fucking shit. If it's an idea, right? But actually, here's the funny thing, right? It's like a lot of the activities that happen today to like get this event, they were tokenized on our ledger. For example, Thomas. Like last month I met him here in Buenos Aires at 0 tokens. Like right now it's like more than 5,000 tokens. Yeah. First he like called like 20 plus university, hey, can we have like this event? It's like, fuck, I was in the idiot. And then like he got like asked this place. And then like yesterday he even actually went and tried to get like a sponsor from like my hands. Yeah. And Ken who actually came up like the flyers. He actually like spent like time at it, and that he like we are sharing around was like great. So all these are in real life activities that were organized. So yeah, it's like we're not putting that shit.
Yeah, then in the next iteration you can create some improvements based on that.
Yeah.
Or reteach the tokenized.
Yeah.
Hay aplicaciones que hacen eso también. Hay una aplicación que se llama True3 que lo que hacen es tener misiones diferentes, compartirme en Twitter, hacerme esto, y cuando vos las concretás, directamente te dan token.
Como same thing as the
Same thing, man.
Same thing.
It's like you're talking about marketing your game, right? Like what the actions you need.
It's a good way to create a huge community.
You get paid by action. You get paid by action.
Yes, that's what it is, right? It's like your payment is in the future. Because you take the ownership of the game, and you split it up.
So
And then like someone contributes like really like we came forward, they own a larger piece of the game. Yeah. Mercedes, yes.
Well, I have a question. It's funny that you see it like in a, I don't know, like in a storyline or something. I don't know. We can call it our reality. It's kind of like life becomes something your dream.
Life is actually a
Yeah,
movie.
because it's like I do something, I earn money. So
It's the same, like I work behind the
it's
bar
kind
for
of
1
like a
hour.
survival game.
It is like Dungeons and Dragons, right?
carrots and sticks.
Actually, they're just carrots. Right? There's no sticks in there.
I would say the liquidity part can be the stick.
Really? Like how?
Like then, like let's say you just do the whole game loop, right? So the main problem would be like getting your token at the fiat equal, let's say token $1. So maybe that's the stick part.
Yeah, everyone gets kicked in the ass.
Exactly. So if after all the efforts, maybe try it out, you don't get to have the equity, you know, or no, not the liquidity to get that pair, you're going to get stick. Well, someone is going to. The one that gave the drop. I saw your face in a lot of slides, but now what I mean, like, yes, for sure, reality has carrots, like, you know, hey, this is going to get a reward, but then you're also going to penalize some behavior if you want. You know, if you don't study, you're going to get a bad grade. And also in an economical way. Like, I don't know, if they are doing the wrong kind of school or things, you're going to have this happen, so to speak.
The whole just naturally balances yourself. So there's like no need for stick in there because the stick is always outside.
That's the off-chain part.
Yeah, that's the off-chain part, right?
Off-chain, it's for everything.
Yeah, there's always sticks for everybody, right? Like, look, even if you like run a traditional like technology company, you happily went and raised like $10 million from the investors, and they came in and took like 20% like of your equity with like a 3x voting, like overriding. Basically, what the assumption is that hey, you're gonna be able to like jack up your company's value by more than like $50 billion by next round. Because if not, their preference comes in, you technically like work for nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Here, I think the mechanism is really like taken care of, right? It's like if everyone put in all your stuff, or like some like the shit is still not working, then well, your actual fiat value of your company is still not maybe like my chance because it was not.
Yeah, the good thing is that you have the whole ecosystem trying to get some value based on present effort. So but maybe that's the hard part. It's the integration of the off-chain and the on-chain, right? Like, a lot of human resources, a lot of efforts made with the same vision and core values to get the desired future.
Yeah.
Right? That can go wrong, obviously.
There are future is always a question mark, right?
But the other thing is that you create some rules that can create changes
In the community.
Exactly.
You can't localize everybody to like common like vision.
So the TrueSight at the moment maybe leads insight, and then suddenly, no, okay, so let's move in another direction.
Yeah.
This project is not going well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we killed like a few projects already. Like, you know, the funniest like example that like happened like a few weeks ago. Beginning of last year, I was talking to one of my friends from the incubator like a few years ago. It was like he came in and helped like work on the white paper. I talked to his co-founder, who was like really good with like sales and enterprise and marketing stuff, right? That guy say this project is bullshit, right? I don't want to get involved at all. It's like, okay, man. Anyway, your contribution is good, right? So you want to claim the token or not? Why? So meanwhile, we like spent like 2-3 months like kind of just validating like the whole like thing with like by pulling in all the experts, you know, like good things, trash it, kill the project, like whatever, right? And then we tested it, and then we probably only spent around like 2-3 hours of engineering time to build some prototype out, and we validated we just took that one of the game idea to it. 2 weeks ago, that same guy that said this idea is bullshit, right? He wrote this long like idiot post and put it on LinkedIn. We had this idea, we executed 6 months. We got all the engineers to come in, we got all the designers to come in, we built the whole thing, and we realized this is shit. And then I was like, I replied to him on LinkedIn, I was like, dude, you could just ask me, man. You already validated that this idea was shit like 4 months ago.
Well, that easy has bugs.
It has. You like have to save your time and do something else.
And money.
And money is. It's like having the ability to use like a viral news to bring all the subject matter experts to rapidly like validate an idea is extremely valuable. Because when you can do that, then from a portfolio management perspective, you're freeing up your resource from this. Like such a thing as
That's no, but the thing is like to generate enough insights that means a lot of directions and signals and desirable projects and features and can integrate between them.
Yo me quedé pensando más lo del inicio. Crear una DAO es una buena ayuda en el tema del marketing de conseguir comunidad. Eso es re importante.
Another thing that has a lot of importance is the networking power, right? Because that also eso tiene valor. There's a lot of value in linking people and knowing who can do what and who can do what.
which is like something of like, because now you have like such a critical mass of people. There are like some deal flows that's not even related to the DAO or like passing through. Like when me and you were like in Antarctica, like kind of on the ship back one day, we kind of like stopped at Falkland Island, and then like I received a text from one of the folks in the DAO like, hey, I need like help trying to buy a farm in Brazil. Yeah, I was trying to buy a cocoa farm. And I was like, okay, sure. And I was like, all right, send me some papers, right? So it's like after that, it's like I know like a whole bunch of investors will follow. So like the stats are there, okay, great. We just hand it off and then get them just like up power. Like still like bring that to like global members. And because the viral is like still like running, it's like bringing more like to the network itself. And that actually creates more loopholes. And naturally becomes like a marketplace. Fundraising. And the thing is, like,
Maybe the DAO
actually, the DAO is like a very, you know, the funny thing about the DAO is almost like shark tank. Sometimes, like, some people come with some bullshit idea, like, surface in the channel, you see other members going to tear it apart. And it's like tear a corner apart in front of the eyes of all the other DAO members. But, like, really good ideas actually get something. Which is like nice. So like the due diligence part is like literally crowdsourced. And that's like the beautiful part about the ecosystem. Once you gain enough critical mass, like a lot of these like emerging properties like just surface properties that you didn't imagine actually exist. Just like stuff.
Networking, right now.
Yeah.
It's like you were saying today about the bank is a box, right? The other one was Gabu.
Yeah. I think the academic effects like was not managed properly. the way they work is like they get all the startups to raise money from the VCs to put their money there for checking account purposes. And meanwhile, they actually part of it actually planning out to other startups that actually need money. But the problem is like now, like fundraising and funding is like short. So some of the startups are not very liquid, and they can't pay back their loans. So the bank tried to like go and raise capital from like LPs. LPs do not have money right now because like the US like Federal Reserve has like restricted money supply, So when that happened, like suddenly everyone, all the other like customers that have deposits there, like realized this bank actually doesn't have enough liquidity, so they did a run. And once the run happens, right, then suddenly it's like, oh shit, owing like people so much, you're trying to withdraw more than like cash flow. And it's like, fuck. So I was like telling them, like the second order effect is we should be expecting more layoffs within like the next like 4 weeks. Because some of the companies that could not withdraw their funds fast enough, they only want to be payroll for like 6 months, right? So they have to lay off.
Maybe they will become a DAO.
Huh?
Maybe they will become a DAO.
They might. Yeah.
And get some funding already.
Here's the interesting thing though. It's like I've been thinking about like how to solve like the whole idea of DAOs and like matching them to like private companies because I know like people are trying to do that. Depending on your jurisdiction, like there might be like some like legal restrictions. And then two, right? A lot of times what I realized is that the company CEO actually is not ready to give up control. It's not ready to give up control. Yeah. Like tomorrow, I might just get voted out by August because someone's like, doesn't like that, bringing too much pay, right?
That's a good thing I saw the slides, because now I understand what's going on.
Yeah. Because it's like structured in such a way that, hey, the founder status means nothing in the DAO. Yes, there's no such thing as CEO. Actually, a lot of times, like, you can't even go and say, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. It's like, basically, it's an autonomous, like, organization. The only thing you can say is, like, no, we need this, and they just wait for you, and then just, like, manifest. It's a lot like religion. That's why, like, when you, like, think about it, it's like, yeah, the why and the core value is, like, very important. Because with that, you, like, attract the right kind of people. And then you say, I guess our DAO needs this. The right kind of people respond and like act on it. If you got the whole like community wrong, the wrong kind of people are in there, good luck, man. You must as well just break the rock. No, it's not. It's like it's a risk, right? It's not risk, it's control.
Now, feeling of control. Now, let's say you wrote the 10 Commandments. Now, what you say is like, okay, so with this, now you need to create behaviors that goes along these core values. What I was talking to earlier was maybe the laws, right, needs to be written in a way that are super crystal clear and doesn't have any misunderstanding. And if you're talking maybe in core values, not really low, let's say 3 core values, you can create a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of empty, like, blanks, like fill the blanks. And maybe, like, let's say if you're going to translate that into smart contracts, it will be better to get like a rule, So you set up the core values, but you set up the game pieces. And maybe the game can change, but you set up the common rules. So I think that's an artifact that can be missing, but I don't know if the founder should be the one to create that. Maybe it's better that the community creates that.
Yeah, but it's very difficult that all the community can put together all that thinking in one.
No, but let's say that not everyone inside the community can create let's say the rules. So maybe some of them, the people that contribute the most, are the ones that can make the proposals. And then maybe everyone can vote. Yeah, maybe not everyone. He was saying the other day, like,
If you have governance tokens, you can go.
wait, no, but you said the other day something else, that it was like, if you are not contributing in the last 30 days, for example, so you can create a set of rules, right? Because what you want to do is to create some behavior, create behavior, right? Sorry, you were about to say.
Yeah, she was about to say something. I'm really curious.
So basically, we're based on the why and the core values. The only problem that you could actually be facing is that every thought that you have like enough tokens and enough like to fill up all the requirements to go and make all these preceptive rules. The only problem that you may face in a certain way is that the community and the as it changes, know that it changes in a way that you don't know your core values and why. That's the only thing that can change your perspective or whatever the game is moving, so you don't want to move there, that's the only problem when you face that because the community is standing in other ways than you want to. And that's the only thing, how the game is, and that you do it wants to play.
I need a public wallet address after this. Public wallet address after Actually,
I'm trying to keep up.
it's like actually based on that premise, right? It's like if the community has shifted, then maybe it's actually time for the community to come back and redefine the core values.
No, that's why when you mentioned the base, right, was the why and the core values. As a person that I really enjoy reading philosophy, is like whenever everything like grows up and you get more money and more tangible things, right?
Yeah.
It's quite like, well, you can philosophize for hours how it is natural and the human being knows something about society, but there are certain point, you're gonna, even, you can, for example, I would say I will never be egoist or never have like on my own thoughts, I will think about my own community. Yes. However, because we know source of life, I know maybe when I hit this jackpot, I'll be like, no, I want more and more, and I'll stop like thinking, and I'll change my core value because my first core value at the beginning was like, oh, I want to respect everything, and like no affect anybody on the way. Like you could change to something little, like all of this time I will affect this person. At the end of the day, I will be like, fuck it up, I don't care about others on the way whatever they want. And that's true because I am a person that believes like if you don't wanna like ruin big things, just don't ruin the small things. So if I give up on small things, I will give up on the big things. So that's like really, it's not only about politics and religion and everything, but you're also like developing a moral and ethical value. So it will be kind of like creating, it will be kind of creating a contrast. You have to use ethics and at the same time all the rules.
I don't know.
Or you will
From my
just, or you
perspective,
can just risk the game and play.
I would say that maybe it's more healthy, to create another value. And then you just do it for it. Because what happens, like if not, maybe
You'll start
what about your
controlling
focus? I mean, it's like sometimes if not, you're forcing like a community to switch to something else, and you have people resisting. So maybe it's better to create two realities, and it's absolutely fine. And maybe those two realities can have different tokens, but those tokens can communicate. So this is the beauty about virtual spaces, that they can coexist. Because in reality, you can.
So basically, you can kind of like create like a small society project that you get like different entities.
It's a society.
Because I'm really aware that sometimes when people will say like, I want a guy to solve the right way, they will not they will be against some kind of revolution and evolution or something. So yeah, I think it's like excellent. And it's like if you wanna give another way, like
If you want to need a project for the flat earth, you can do it. And if you believe the earth is round, you can do it.
Or you think the earth doesn't exist.
You can do it. Yeah, if you believe you're a Martian or you live in a simulation, like it's a game. You can do it. And that, I think the beauty of it is people can find their place. So that's the reason that maybe, I don't know if it will be No, like core values somehow will define the processes and the direction. So, because I don't know if you're moving, because everything is changing all the time, but I would say that maybe some things that are good to define before, so you can build a certain future. And if that change, you can have the history of that, but maybe you need to change everything, right? So, but that I think it's better to make it exist, even if I would say it's important, that exists. There's a history, based on that, and people can choose where to go. I would say that's healthier than changing, because if not, it's like a government, and sometimes it will be like dictatorship. Sounds like a great idea.
Change everything. That you will have a lot of the community will grow. Like the amount of growth you have is like the amount of opinion and people you have. And there's a point where opinions will
But then that's
and everything will crash if you want to see.
no, but imagine this as territory, right?
Yes.
Well, but this is a different territory because you can create as many territories as you want. And that's super cool because it's like, hey, join our country,
It is a country.
and then we can have a lot of countries, different layers or different places. Exactly. So the thing is like, and that's the reason that's the great thing of these, I would say, these new ways of behaving with these rules, smart contracts, a lot of things that can get people that are like-minded or they have the same goals working in one direction. And that's what we were talking today about attention and the focus. That's pretty much like sharpening the iron, because everyone is going. So if you change that, I would say that can create some friction, and you're going to have one community fighting each other. And I don't know. Well, there should be like a use case on that for sure.
Actually, we encountered something similar last year when we started developing the prediction market project.
Excuse me?
Prediction
Prediction.
Yeah, like some folks from like Northern and Southern America, and then like some folks from Asia. Culturally, totally different, right? In Northern and Southern America, they liked it to be very collaborative, for discussion, communal. And then we come to the decision. Let's not assume anything. And then the folks from Asia is like, no, everything needs to be locked down. Everything has to be reported to the hierarchy. And then one day, like that, the self-elected leader from there and the self-elected leader came and complained to me, like, why is this? It's like 100 line, like 1,000+ line long messages, like what? And then they came to be upset, like, oh, what's happening over here? Then I was like thinking, it reminded me of like Marvel superhero, Civil War. Civil War. It was like you have like Tony Stark on one side, right, and Captain America on the other side. Both support liberty, but one is positive liberty. I shall not allow you to do anything that's against the liberty of others. Negative liberty is whatever I do, don't get the fuck in my way. Both are liberty. Then I was like, how does the DAO? Then after discussing, it's like, it makes sense, culturally different. You guys like to operate differently, and then like since like you guys like using the same game but going after different market segments anyway. I just like to take this one project, turn it into two projects. The team that wants to support this, go for it, and the team that wants to support this, go for it. All your actions is still going to be localized on the same point. Right. So if you fuck up, it's like actually, actually that goes like, well, let's break the coin like that's not that. Or like one fuck up is okay, man. Or like one fuck up, you know what, your insurance is the other. Yeah, but here's the interesting thing, right? And then I was like thinking, well, I should probably like start my own branch. But I know like mine was like highly experimental, like working with like very cutting edge technology. I know like 90% failure rate. So I told those guys, so here's how I'll do it. You guys all soft form. That means all your reports on the same Google sheet, that one.
Mine, I do a copy and paste of the actual blue sheet itself to create a new one. All your tokens holdings will be there, but all my work, which is authorized on that, is not gonna like affect the main branch. So if I screw up and blow up the whole technology, whatever, you know what? My loss. Right? Okay. But if actually this goes well and like flourishes, you know what? All your contributions on email is good. But if you feel that hey, this is promising, you want to like start authorizing your work here, by all means, not myself. Yeah. And when you like surface that, right, you realize, okay, so maybe like the group actually like starts like growing big and they like really start having like very different worldview. Copy and paste like the start a new like DAO. Like it's not rocket science. Just last time I kind of screwed up the tokens, it only like took like three hours. You just reissue a new set of tokens for all members. Right. Yeah. It's not hard.
So, okay, so this was the first meeting of the off-chain meetup. So,
off-chain tokens.
1,000 off-chain tokens for everyone. No, first of May. So the main idea will be to build up the community, and maybe we can know a little bit more about what everyone wants, and start having a better knowledge on the events, next events. The main idea will be to get to the community what they are needing in the crypto space and the blockchain. So thank you so much. And applause to Barry, our speaker. Barry.
I was like working with Jonathan and Ken to actually like come up with like economics for off-chain. So actually, I was telling them that the version we came up for like TrueSight the rest of the activities, you can actually like take that portion of the break and actually apply for off-chain. So yeah, see, it's like two ones and you can like just copy and paste off. I guess we can stop streaming now.
Bye bye.